So here I am on my way down a winding path. It's a lot better path than they had 800 years ago. The cliff dwellers, or Anasazi, or ancient ones, the ancestors of the Hopi and the other Pueblo people who lived in this valley. I'm on my way down to the bottom of that, or partway down, to check out what's now called the Longhouse, which is one of the ruins that's being carefully preserved here at Mesa Verde. Up here in these sandstone cliffs and overhangs, over several centuries they built increasingly remote and well defended or hidden little niches in the rock. This is one of the bigger ones. It's fun to see because there's just so much there, and also it's relatively easy to get to. Relative being the term here for 21st century Americans like me who don't do much climbing up cliff walls and things like that. But I've been fascinated by this culture here since I was a kid, like 5 or 6. And I'd read about them in books and get so excited. And we stopped to see a little bit of one of these when I was about 7, on our way through the Southwest. But this is my first time getting to spend some time in one. Anymore, if you want to see this, you have to schedule ahead of time one of the guided ranger slots to come on in. But wow, this is well worth it. Look at that sheltering cliff there. Most of these settlements were built in these crevices in the rock because it was a warmer place out of the wind. The sun would come in the winter and warm even the farthest back spots, and in the summer it would shade a little bit. And more importantly, there were these springs that actually created the cliffs, that they could hammer out little cisterns and capture the water. Get in a little closer here. So these rock walls had chimneys and mainly fresh air ducts coming out of them. Storage facilities way high in the wall. Yeah. Look at that one up there. Those little tiny things up there. That's kind of their granary up there. And then these round buildings, the kivas, or ceremonial buildings. And the mortar here was a mix of sandy clay, much like my Welsh ancestors used to make cob. And you can still see up there the wood from the forests below. Down there, the wood that supports the floors up in there. The youngest trees dated out of this building are from the early 1200s. Some of this you'll see where they've been adding steps or repairing things for the tourists like me. But a lot of it remains untouched. Maybe cleaned up. They found a wonderful amount of artifacts suggesting that when people left, they carried what they could and left under pressure. The Hopi say that there was a huge drought and famine, and that there were some warrior tribes that would hunt you down, take your food, or even eat you. But and apparently there's some archaeological evidence of that. So, really grim time toward the end, but hundreds of years this culture lasted out here in the middle of nowhere to us. This was the heart of the universe for them. More to come. UncleMud.com.